on three. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Geneva, New York. The Batavia Muckdogs taking on the Geneva Red Wings just yesterday. They'll do it again. It's deja vu, and we'll start things off jumping right into it. Again, my name is Grayson Natali. Alongside me, color commentator Jared Campbell. Jared, I'm going to ask you just a simple question here. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm ready for today's game. You know, just got to finish the job of what you did yesterday and then win 2 straight against the Geneva Red Wings.
Pretty simple answer, and I like it. We're going to move on straight over to the lineups, and we'll take a look. Just saying though, the lineups are brought to you by Tompkins Bank of Castile. Here we go. Geneva Red Wings and the Muckdogs. Starting off for the Muckdogs, it's Cooper Russell, Jackson Inman, and Evan Brock. Dylan Briggs, Connor McGough, and Michael Ucci for Geneva. On the other side, continuing for the next 4, we'll stick with Batavia. For them, that will be James Quintero first, Joey Socorro catcher, Jalen Roque at designated hitter, and center fielder Kyle Vaughn. Next 4 for Geneva, that's second baseman Chase Fogg, catcher Caden Coots, first baseman Austin Dietz, and third baseman CJ Orego. And then moving forward, the Muckdogs, it's Jacob Vesco, Braden Edmond, and Jaden Vasquez rounding things out, and center fielder Noah Company, extra hitter Andrew Hausman, and shortstop Jackson Slater. So pretty close in lineups, but a difference that's going to be on the mound. Starting for today for your Batavia Muckdogs is pitcher number 29, Jack Page, and for the Geneva Red Wings, number 5, Nolan Hudson. So again, we're moving pretty quick here, just trying to keep up with the pace of play. We'll quickly show you before we jump right into anything. The away defense is fast as possible, so try to keep with me. Well, actually, no, I'm going to elect to hesitate on that, and we'll stick with it after the first at-bat. Quick audible there, but for Geneva, starting things off is number 3, Dylan Briggs, the left fielder. I got it backwards. I thought we were home, but it's Batavia. Number 1, Cooper Russell. We're at second, leading things off in the batting order. Check swing. Won't go. It's a 1-1 count. Again, back in Geneva, so we're welcoming back the webcam. Trying to get you guys the best angle, and this is what we're working with. A pen tied to webcam with tape. And a hit by pitch off the inner thigh of Cooper Russell, and that will grant him first base. We'll get the score bug up for you guys in just a second. Just trying to move it down. And it should be locked and loaded. Yes, in the bottom right corner this time. So, all caught up. Trying to make do with what we can do. We're right back off. And here we go. Number 2, third baseman, Jackson Inman. Second in the batting order for Batavia. Following the hit by pitch from Cooper Russell. Swing and a miss makes it an 0-1 count.
We had a change in terms of the standings. Right now, Jackson Inman is now the league leader in batting average with that 484 batting average in 20 games played and 20 games start. 64 at-bats, 31s being hits, 8 doubles, a home run, and 19 RBIs.
Pickoff attempt over at first. It's no good. Can we understand that? You only have really the home plate, second base, and the outfield, more towards center and view. So we'll try to be more descriptive for this one. Mixture of radio and broadcast, I guess. That's outside, 1-1. One count. Driven over to center. He'll get down in shallow territory. Cooper Russell held up at 2. And a base hit single for Jackson Inman puts 2 runners on for Batavia just like that. And leads to Evan Brock up to bat. Mr. Reliable. He's over in left field once more. Before we go anywhere further with your stats here, we're going to quickly look at the defense. So that's Nolan Hudson on the mound for Geneva. At catcher, that'll be Caden Coots. For your infield, over at first, Austin Dietz. Second, Chase Fogg. Third, CJ Orego. And at short, Jackson Slater. For your outfield, that'll be left fielder Dylan Briggs. Center fielder Noah Company. And right fielder Connor McGough. The pitch is outside. Strike one. Called strike one, so an 0-1 count.
Right now, Brock this season has played in 25 games. He's starting all 25 of those games with a .393 batting average, 84 at-bats, 33 of them being hits, 7 doubles, 2 triples.
Skied up in foul territory and out of play.
And then with a home run and 38 RBIs to end it off for Brock stats.
So an 0-2 count for Evan Brock. Jalen popped up to left. 3 Red Wings in the area. It falls fair. And everyone gains a base. Sorry, got a little halted there. Just trying to make sure that the stream stay connected. We did freeze up there for a second, but all you missed was Evan Brock on the strikeout swinging. To which then brought up number 16, James Quintero. He went down swinging on the first pitch and sent it skied to left. There was 3 Red Wings in the area. The third baseman, shortstop, and left fielder closed in down on the foul line. It looked to be trickling foul, but no, it landed within a foot of the foul line, just behind the infield dirt over and left. Because there is not enough communication, though, it just dropped down harmlessly. Everyone advances a base. Joey Socorro swinging on the first one, drives that deep to left center, and it gets down, reaches all the way to the wall. Cooper Russell in for the score, Inman for the score. Going home is Quintero hustling, no throw. A double for Socorro. Just like that, 3 runs brought in for the Batavia Muckdogs, and it's 3-0 already in the first inning alone.
And Grayson, we are seeing the same mistakes as they did yesterday once again in that pop fly from Quintero. No communication for anybody to make that play, which led obviously to those bases loaded, and Socorro once again attacks the mistake that the Geneva Red Wings made in that play.
All right, Quintero got away with one there. That could have easily been out 2 with 2 runners on and maybe a different page for how Socorro likes to attack the play, but Socorro swings on the first one and drives that deep to center left, dribbled 2-hop to the second baseman. Easy toss over to first for the putout. 2 outs now. Socorro able to advance to third. Leads to number 22 center fielder Kyle Vaughn up to the plate. But again, Socorro just launching that deep to center left, reaching all the way to the wall. A 3 RBI stand-up double from him.
And Vaughn has played in 13 games. He started in 11 with a .258 batting average. In 31 at-bats, he's gotten 8 hits, 3 of them being doubles, a home run, and 4 RBIs in the season.
Fresh count, swing and a miss for Vaughn. Moves the count 0-1. But again, that was Jalen Roque on the ground out. Not sure if I did say his name or not. Just a lot to unpackage there. The 0-1 check swing did not go. 1-1. The 1-1 count. Blocked down by the catcher. That one in the dirt, the opposite batter's box. Caden Coots staying in front of that. 2-1.
We also forgot to mention Glenn Brooks is also not in the starting lineup. So that is 2 speedsters that are on these Muckdogs not playing today. So I wonder if that changes the approach that Skip does in this ball game.
Moves it to a 2-2 count. You are right. You lose the guys that usually come in to lead things off. Jalen David, and then the 5th spot following the cleanup is Glenn Brooks, where he sits. So they're both in the positions where they would usually be the lead runner out there in the base path, but no, both are absent from today's lineup as the count goes full. We'll see who can possibly replace them out there when it comes to base running. Until then, it's a full count for Kyle Vaughn, who rips that deep to right, all the way to the wall, and gone! Goodbye! 2-run home run for Kyle Vaughn. Got every bit of that one and then some.
Next up for Batavia, number 99, Jacob Vetchko.
Now up to bat, number 99 right fielder Jacob Vesco. We are aware that we are having some technical difficulties with audio. Trying to keep that in check. A 1-1 count for Vesco. The 1-1 sends that to center. Shallow, who's got it. The shortstop on the run, able to get underneath it. That's number 2, Jackson Slater on the play. Finally brings an end to an agonizing first inning. 5 runs scored for Batavia, courtesy of Joey Socorro, 3 RBI double, and Kyle Vaughn cleaning the bases with a 2-run homer over to deep right field, getting over the wall. And for that, it's 5-0 to round out just the top first alone. We'll stay on air for this one just to go through defense. Actually, we'll cut out trying to fix up on sound. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the bottom of the first inning. Late there, just checking up on some sound. I don't believe we had any issues. If anyone else is experiencing issues, I think we had it clear through. But other than that, we'll keep moving forward with what we've got. So a 2-1 count. Jack Page out there on the mound. A leadoff hit, but no. A play over at first. Excuse me for the error in the graphic. It's not my fault. But a ground out to lead things off from Dylan Briggs. Brings up number 38, right fielder Connor McGo, and it's a full count. Just trying to keep up with everything, but payoff pitch for McGo. Payoff. Driven foul. We'll do it again. A little shake and shimmy the camera. Again, as it is tied to that netting here. So
It'll once again use a nice little DIY to get the job done.
can't see first or third. Yes, given the setup we have here, we are unfortunately unable to show that, as that's drop strike 3. Or, excuse me, a walk.
Batting third for
Just
your
trying to
Red
keep
Wings, the
juggle too many
designated
apples.
number 34, Michael Lucci.
So a walk from Connor McGo and a ground out from Dylan Briggs. That's what you've got so far, and leads to number 34, Michael Ucci, the designated hitter for Geneva.
Well, first we can talk about Jack Page first, as we kind of missed that graphic while we were trying to fix the thing. But he's made 8 appearances, 2 wins with a 5.59 ERA. As for right now, we will use that graphic to kind of give more information as time comes on.
But a 1-0 count for Michael Ucci. Jack Page delivers, runner going, throw from Socorro to Russell. Safe, still able to hang on to the bag is Briggs. Barely sliding by, but no, was able to stay connected all the way through. Moves the count 1-1.
But to talk about Uchi, he's made 15 appearances. He started 13 with a 400 batting average. In 35 at-bats, he's got 14 hits, all of them being singles, and 9 RBIs for the Red Wings.
That's driven foul, 1-2 now for Uchi. But again, can't see first or third. It's simply just due to our setup today. Apologize for that. One, two, dribbled. It's staying fair for now and finally going foul just before the bag. Good patience there from the Muckdogs, especially over there. Number 2, Jackson Inman, able to wait it out. Want to do it again. Finally set once more. Uchi drives that right over to first. Blocked down by Quintero. Able to get the play himself unassisted over at first. Able to stick with it, even though that one didn't sink comfortably in the glove. But Dylan Briggs, Connor McGo, able to advance to third off the play. It's number 33, second baseman Chase Fogg, up to bat in the cleanup spot.
Fogg has only played 2 games right now, and he's starting both of them. He's got an 800 average, so with that being 5 at-bats, 4 hits, he's got a double, and then a home run with 4 RBIs with it too.
1-0 count now for Fogg. take that strike looking. It's now 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. The 1-2 is driven foul to the parking lot. We'll do it again. Page on the delivery. Sits that within the zone. Has Chase Fogg staring at the ball as it goes by. And the third out, it's 5-0 after the first inning is completed. One runner left on for Geneva. The score, again, 5-0. 4 hits for Batavia. Just like that, nothing for Geneva. We'll see if that storyline continues. We know that wasn't what it was last night, is Batavia squeaked out the win in a close comeback battle from Geneva. But for now, we'll be able to talk about it more when we come back from this commercial break.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Who are you?
Fans, if you get hit with a foul ball, don't call our interns.
Why is no one doing anything?
Call UMMC at Rochester Medical Center for help.
Should have called him.
Here we go. Second inning underway. Leading things off for Batavia, it's number 7. Your extra hitter for today, Braden Redmond. First pitch, strike 1. Towards the outside, but still enough to sit within the strike zone. And that's Nolan Hudson out there on the mound for Geneva, as that's barely staying fair over third base. It goes all the way to the left fielder, and Redmond, a stand-up double for himself to lead things off here for the second inning. Batavia not skipping a beat. Not once so far. We're already at the bottom of the batting order. Jaden Vasquez up to bat, your shortstop, number 4 for today. Saw him just yesterday. But again, the third baseman there, he really thought that ball wasn't fair. Played it as if it was foul. It got a last-minute skip right over the outside part of the bag, but any part of the bag is fair play. And he gave up on the play, leaving it alone, then looked back at the ump, saw he was calling it fair, and by then it was too late. The left fielder had to come in to make the play on it. Because of that, Redmond makes it a double. Again, Vasquez up to bat with no outs. First pitch rips it to the gap over in center right. It gets down. Right fielder collects it. Redmond coming home easily for the score, and a back-to-back situation for Batavia. 2 stand-up doubles from Redmond and Vasquez to start off the top of the second. 1 run already brought in. It's 6-0 in the blink of an eye. We're already back at the top of the batting order. Number 1, Cooper Russell, back to the plate.
We are just seeing like the same thing that happened yesterday, where they just did not go long in these counts. They already had that pitcher figured out, and they were already attacking him early. We are seeing this again today, but with a different pitcher for the Red Wings.
Right now for Cooper Russell, a hit by pitch in his first plate appearance. He's got Vasquez sitting on second. That's upstairs. 1-0 count. But again, Nolan Hudson out there. Like you said, Austin Dietz was a pitcher they found out pretty quickly how to get some hits off, scoring 6 runs off Dietz alone the first 3 innings. They've already matched that total in 2. So that's ball 2, 2-0 count. Cooper Russell. Austin Dietz is back in the lineup today, not on the mound, but he will be stationed at first base for Geneva. 2-0, outside 3-0.
Russell has also played in 16 games. He started in 14. He's got that 357 batting average. With 42 at-bats, he's got 15 hits, 2 doubles, and 7 RBIs.
A 3-0 count for Russell. Won't get the green light there. It sits over the plate, 3-1. Sun now coming back out. Was hidden behind the cloud, and it's not only impeding possibly any of the players. It won't on defense. Their backs are all turned. It's impeding myself and a potential left-handed hitter. That's skied to shallow right. The right fielder calls it off, and he's got the play for the first out. Fly out from Cooper Russell is the only out so far.
Next up for the Muckdogs, number
And the little hitting parade that they had going. It was only 2, but when they're back-to-back doubles, can't help but get excited and call a parade at that very moment. Jackson Inman, though, up to bat. 1 for 1 already with a single. First hit of the game, first hit for Batavia. And why not continue where he left off? It's inside, down low. 1-0. Outside, 2-0. We'll take that in the lower end, looking 2-1. Long time between pitches, I can tell you that.
Trying to figure out that perfect pitch in this situation, especially seeing as the Muckdogs have been attacking him so well this early in the game.
That's dribbled over to second, stays in front of it and able to make the put out at first. So a ground out, back-to-back outs for Geneva. They're trying to limit the damage. On that, though, it was Vasquez who's able to advance to third. With 2 outs, Evan Brock up to bat. Again, Vasquez over at third base. Trying to bring in another potential score with a hit from Evan Brock. Go swinging at the first pitch, won't connect. 0-1. Well, to the outside, sits within the zone, 0-2 for Evan Brock. Geneva 1 out, 1 strike. To get that 1 out, should I say. To bring an end to the top of the second. Hudson, it's fouled off, we'll do it again. Talking things over, cleaning up the plate a little. Why not make it fancy? It's a hot one, I can tell you that. This sun. This press box is gruesome.
We're feeling it right now.
As it goes behind the cloud, but 0-2. Drop strike 3, able to apply the tag and ensure that Brock doesn't go anywhere, and that's the third and final out here for the top of the second. Batavia leading 6-0, able to add one more run just like that. If the same amount of runs as hits, 6 runs. Geneva, that stat is true, but it's zeros across the board, unfortunately. They need to get something going when we come back. Bottom of the second, right around the corner. Before we get too far into anything, there's a scoreboard. Simple as that, nothing too elaborate. It's only 1.5 innings into this ball game, but what we really want to show you is the defense for Batavia. We know we didn't get the chance to show you that through the graphic, but here you go. Better late than never. Jack Page on the mound. At catcher, Joey Socorro. For your infield, it will be James Quintero up first. Second, Cooper Russell. Shortstop, Jaden Vasquez. Over at third, Jackson Inman. And for your outfield, Evan Brock, Kyle Vaughn, and Jacob Vesco. Bottom of second, again, here we go. Leading things off is Caden Coots for Geneva. Takes a swing. It's sky high. Batavia's trying to locate it, and Inman able to find it in foul play. Gets the first out off a pop-up just behind the plate. 1 out.
For the Red Wings, the first baseman, number 10, Boomer Dietz.
That one sky high again. The sun, not really a factor for them. They weren't looking into that, but Socorro, by the time he took his mask off, couldn't quite locate it. Page was called off by Inman. Was able to find it, get underneath it, make the play. But CJ Orego, Austin Dietz up to the bat. CJ Orego on deck. Outside, 2-0 count.
Dietz has played in 18 games, starting 16 with a 270 batting average with 37 at-bats, 10 of them being hits, a double, a home run, and 8 RBIs.
Takes strike one looking, moves the count 2-1. Dietz was the starting pitcher last night against Batavia, so a little bit of deja vu. He's now again over at first. Then the batting lineup gets underneath. That's potential play for Socorro to make, and it's just against the fence, and it falls to the ground harmlessly. It's a 2-2 count.
Yeah, obviously you're looking up for that ball right there, especially with the sun playing a big factor. Socorro wasn't really sure if he had enough room over on that fence, as he was right at the wall when the ball hit the ground.
It definitely was able to locate that. It's just being able to make sure you're not running into anything. Swing and a miss for Dietz, though. Sends him back to the dugout. 2 outs. 2 up, 2 down so far. We'll see if we can get the same fate for CJ Orego.
Third baseman, number 6, CJ Orego.
Orego, number 6, the third baseman for Geneva.
He's played in 17 games. He started in 16 with a 298 batting average with 47 at-bats, 14 of them being hits, a double, a triple, and 7 RBIs.
And that was the second strikeout for Jack Page. It's down in the dirt, 1-0 count. You know, about this press box is we're right above where the players are hitting. So I kind of feel like if I start talking too loud, they're going to hear me. That's fouled off 1-1. I think they can hear me if they really zoned in on me. I saw the ump looking at me earlier when I was shouting about the home run. But I feel like I'm just like that voice above you that's nagging. saying what you are doing currently. I'm just like a real life narrator for them.
Also kind of like a ghost in the wind too.
1-1. It's 1-2. Taking that. Looking.
Also, we got perfect eyesight on the box here, so you can kind of see what calls are being said on the plate.
Swing and a miss. The third strikeout for Jack Page. 3 up, 3 down. Gets the fate he wanted, and gets it done. 2 innings, just like that, out of the way. Batavia leads 6-0 when we come back.
I'll take 1 million beers, please.
Nah, man, we don't have that. Here, try this.
What's this?
This is beer from Eli Fish, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
That's unbelievable. Thank you.
No problem, man.
I have what he had.
Oh, didn't see you there. Welcome to the YMCA. Let me show you around. They have free weights and machines here at their state-of-the-art gym. They also have open courts here. And after all those activities, you can come to the pool and cool off. Remember, folks, you can find all these activities here at Glow YMCA, Genesee County Branch.
Starting off the inning for the Muckdogs, first baseman number 16, James Quintero.
The third inning ready to go. Here we go. Leading things off for Batavia, it's number 16, James Quintero. As assistant to the general manager, Alex Smith, breaking things, the press box next to us. You may be able to hear his voice just slightly. Who knows?
Dropping the microphone a little bit of times, causing a ruckus over there.
It helps to be able to hear him when there's a giant window right next to me and I can just see everything he's doing.
We can give him a nice wave, too.
But a 2-0 count for Quintero. Just leading things off here. Drives that foul. Now, I've been confirmed by Alex Smith that players can indeed hear me from up here. So it's kind of, I don't know. 2-1, it's upstairs. 3-1. I don't want to mess with them like while they're swinging. It's just weird dynamic here.
Right now, we are seeing some action in the bullpen for the Geneva Red Wings. That is J.C. Gamble.
3-1, driven over to center. The center fielder doesn't have to go far to get underneath. Fortunately, a floater right over to Noah Company for the first out. It brings up the man who started the scoring, should I say, for Batavia with the 3 RBI double. It's number 34 catcher, Joey Socorro. Take strike one, a 1 count for Socorro. Lines that past the first baseman all the way out to right field grass, and a base hit for Socorro. He stays perfect today. Socorro now over at first, brings number 24, the Rock, Jalen Roque.
Next up for the Muckdogs, number 24, Jalen Roque.
We're still keeping that nickname. I like it.
I'm not going to use it as much, but you got to bring it back every now and then. Ball 1, 1-0 count. It's also not within the zone, 2-0.
We did get correction on who was over in the bullpen right now. That is actually Aiden Quintero, not JC Gamble.
Pickoff attempt over at first. No good. That's outside, ball 3. See if Roque gets the green light. Only one who had this same scenario was Cooper Russell. He did not get it. I'd be shocked if we do get it. But the 3-0 over the plate for strike 1, 3-1. Gets a piece of that. It's going foul. Kind of was going to try to tell you where it went foul, but I lost that one before I could see it, and it was caught. But genuinely, I have no idea. I lost that one in the sun. I apologize for that, but Roque got underneath that, and that went somewhere. Socorro went to go, brought back, and up to bat, it's number 22, Kyle Vaughn. The man with a home run. Ripped it deep to right for a 2-run homer. Gets a good chunk of that. That's deep to center. At the wall, though. Caught, but Noah Company able to stick with it in play and rounds things out for the top of the third. Batavia finally held scoreless, 6-0, heading to the bottom of the third when we come back.
Order for the Batavia Muckdogs.
Feeding the pack.
Gotta feed the pack.
Go dogs.
Go dogs.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Again, bottom of the third. Here we go. Muckdogs and Geneva. Last night was a nail-biter finish. The game looked like it was in good hands for Batavia. If we check last night, again, they started that matchup on 6 runs in 3 innings. Very similar to today. They've also scored 6 runs over the course of 3 innings. This time, it's a 5-1-0 order. Last night, it was 2-2-2.
Leading off the inning for your Red Wings, the center fielder, number 17, Noah Company.
Fresh count. Leading things off for Geneva is number 17, Noah Company. Take strike 1 looking. Page dealing a heater there. But again, last night, the victory for Batavia in a nail-biter 8-7. It was 6-1 entering the third inning. Following that, the teams were flipping a few runs here and there. So that's outside 1-1 count. By the end of the 6th inning, it was 4-7. So Geneva was crawling back. It seemed like Batavia was trying to put them away with 1 run scored in the bottom 7, making 8-4. And then Geneva went 2-1 over the course of that. But that's getting over the head of Cooper Russell. A base hit for Noah Company, and the first hit for Geneva today.
Yeah, when we talk about these two teams matching against each other, one of the big common trends is that no lead is safe in terms of these games. We even saw it 2 games ago, the last time these two faced each other. In here, in Geneva, we saw a big 16-14 spectacle that lasted a very long time the last time we were here.
That's outside for number 18 extra hitter Andrew Hausman. But again, you were right. That last matchup between these two teams, other than last night, should I say, to be more clear, that one went over 4.5 hours in a 16-14 win for Batavia. That dating back to June 16th. So a combined total of 19 hits between the two teams and 30 runs scored. Runner going, the toss from Socorro.
And he
Slightly
got
high, and they got him. Overran the bag and couldn't stay on second. Cooper Russell ensuring that he was multiple times applying that tag to get him in every way, shape, or form, and finally, eventually, got the call for an out. So, no company caught stealing over to second. And now 1 out with a 3-0 count. It's now first strike in this count, 3-1. And has him on the inside part of the plate, full count. Hausman thought that was ball 4. Didn't leave too far in the batter's box, so no walk of shame for him, except all that awaits is the payoff pitch. Payoff from Page, swing and a miss, and sends Hausman back to the dugout. Fourth strikeout for Page.
Page has always had that unbelievable ability to absolutely mix in his off-speed pitches with his fastball and really get batters thinking about what pitch is coming next for Page.
Now up to bat, shortstop number 2, Jackson Slater, last man in the batting lineup for Geneva. High inside, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1, 1-1. Had to think about that if it did foul off, but no, that one's off the gear. Swing and miss, 1-2. One more to put him away, and Page to keep it clean on the scoreboard once again. And he will do it again. Simple as that. He makes it look too easy. The 5th strikeout of the day, the second one of this inning, retires the 3rd inning in its entirety. 6-0 is your score. Batavia still leading. And hopefully no deja vu, as we were mentioning there, Jarrett. But for now, 6-0. And we'll stay on air for this break. Go over and take a look at the standings and what changed up just a night ago. So if we look right now, the upcoming schedule for the Batavia Muckdogs. Tomorrow will be against Niagara Falls Americans at home. Then on Friday at Jamestown. That starts at 6:30 as well. Then for your weekend, huge matchup against the Pioneers. That'll be a big one that starts at 6:30 at home. Then, for the last time, thankfully for us, against the Ironbacks away Unique starting time. That's at 1 o'clock. Again, Sunday, 1 o'clock against the Niagara Ironbacks. Then for the rest of the week, what we have so far, Monday against Jamestown at home, and then against the Niagara Falls Americans away on Tuesday, and then another away game against Jamestown. The last stretch that we see before it goes back to fully alternating. But that one again away at Jamestown 6:30 on Wednesday. There's plenty of Jamestown matchups coming up. 3 more. Those will be the last 3. And speaking of last, this is the last time the Batavia Muckdogs and the Geneva Red Wings will meet this season. It all plays out here today.
Number 99, Jacob Vesco.
Leading things off for the top of the 4th, it's Jacob Vesco. Ball 1, 1-0 count.
Vesco has played in 11 games to start in 8 with a .222 batting average with 27 at-bats. He's got 6 hits, a double, a home run, and 3 RBIs.
We had problems with our standings graphic. That's why we did a last-minute switch to schedule. But we'll take you through what happened last night as Vesco slaps that sky high over the left. Shallow left, should I be more specific, and the shortstop able to back up out into the grass, and Slater on the play. 1 out.
Next up for Batavia, number 7, Braden Redmond.
Out to bat, it's Braden Redmond. And a double to lead off the top of the 2nd. Who's that lone scorer in the 2nd inning? As Jaden Vasquez was able to bat him in. Well, 1 out is the scenario he takes on in the first pitch. Inside down low, ball 1, 1-0 count. If we look over what happened yesterday, we were signing off on the broadcast. We were aware that the Newark Pilots had taken a last-second lead against Jamestown Tarp Skunks in the top of the 9th, which unfortunately did not play out in our favor. Jamestown was able to march back as well in the bottom of the 9th and make it a 10-9 final score. So didn't get any help from that area. The Ironbacks won 9-4 against the Americans. And then the rest of the games were in the East Division. Utica Blue Sox winning their doubleheader both times against the Boonville Lumberjacks. The Saugerty Stallions getting home an impressive win against the Amsterdam Mohawks 9-3. So that's sent deep to right. It's going foul. And would have been a home run, but it's just foul towards the right field pole. Just a little too early underneath it. 2-2 count, though. That would have been an impressive 2nd home run of the game already. To round things out, Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs beating the Glens Falls Dragons 6-3. 2-2 count. Inside, and it's full count. It's always got to be the most painful thing to see, if you ask me, for any baseball player when you hit a home run that is like clearly within play of being foul, but just outside the pole. And the payoff outside, ball 4. And Redmond will take, I guess, a 2nd place prize with a walk for his consolation, and will stand on first base. Brings up number 4, shortstop Jaden Vasquez.
Yeah, it's definitely a consolation prize right there. You were really hoping for that home run. Obviously, you're hoping for some wind in the area, but with no wind at all, he will gladly take his walk after a full count.
Strike 1. Vasquez. A double, RBI double. Be more specific, in his first plate appearance. Pickoff attempt over at first, no good. Redmond will stay there. Pitch from Hudson won't sit within the zone. A 1-1 count. That's sent between the gap over at 2nd, reaching all the way to right field and held up. No, Redmond gets a signal home. The player can't get the ball into his hand, struggling to pick it up. That goes down as an error, potentially. Not exactly sure. It was just the right fielder, though, just kept bringing his head up and was just grabbing at the grass.
And that was a whole domino effect right there. It started with the absolutely beautiful pick and run play over at second base, and then it just leads to the right fielder trying to pick up the ball right there. And Coach Skip's seeing this, sent him all the way.
Good awareness, like you said, from Coach Skip's stare out there. Connor McGough, it reached all the way out to him over and right as it found the perfect pocket between second and first. Second baseman right now, he's covering the bag, but he wasn't in that, so drilled it perfectly up the gap over to right field, and he was just picking at dandelions, really. Unfortunate situation there. It brings in a run. Redmond scores. We're back to the top of the order. It's Cooper Russell after strike one, ball one, a 1-1 count. But again, that won't go down as an error, just to clarify. That is chopped foul 1-2. Around the league today, it's the Niagara Falls Americans taking on it once more against the Ironbacks. This time in Niagara. Ironbacks out to a 1-0 lead in the top of the fourth. Of our matchup today, Auburn Doubledays against Newark Pilots at Newark. Doubledays 5-3. The 1-2 is driven deep to center left. It's the left fielder who gets underneath it for the second out. Left fielder Dylan Briggs on the play. 2 outs leads to number 2, third baseman Jackson Inman. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a ground out. Called strike one. A 1 count. And Inman takes a swing at that, gets a little too much underneath it. Left fielder crashing in, able to locate it at the last second and make a play for the third and final out for the top of the fourth. One more for Batavia. It's 7-0. Heading to the bottom of the fourth when we come back.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Who are you?
Fans, if you get hit with a foul ball, don't call our interns.
Why is no one doing anything?
Call UMMC at Rochester Medical Center for help.
Should have called him.
Jack Page still out there in the fourth inning, still wheeling and dealing.
Red Wings, number 3, Dylan Briggs.
Alex Smith playing the favorites of the opponents. An alternate universe. But a fresh count, Jack Page still out there in the mound. Again, bottom of the fourth. Leading things off was leadoff man for the batting order. It's number 3, left fielder Dylan Briggs. A ground out in his first plate appearance. He'll foul the first ball off and it will 1 count. Page on the delivery. Called ball 1. I wonder how loud, if I was talking and like just criticizing stuff, if I could get ejected. That'd be funny.
I would not like that because then I would lose my play-by-play guy.
It's fouled off, 1-2. That's dribbled over the short. Vasquez able to get the throw off the hop and get the put out over at first base. 1 out.
Next up for the Red Wings, number 38, Connor McGo.
It's the happiest I've heard Alex Smith about baseball in quite some time, and it's for the wrong team.
You're really betraying your Batavia Muckdogs here, assistant manager.
Wearing the Muckdogs jersey and playing the home favorites of Geneva. Guess he got confused what team was red.
We might have a trade to announce in these upcoming few days.
Ball 1 though, 1-0 count. Connor McGo up to bat. Can just specify Geneva wearing white and Batavia wearing red. So McGo sends that over to right, a little too much underneath it, and Vesco able to make a play on it. 2 outs. Number 34, designated hitter, Michael Uchi.
Michael Uchi.
Out at first off a fielder's choice. His first plate appearance. Take ball 1, a 1-0 count. That's dribbled to Vasquez, able to get a high snag off the bounce, and the put out with James Quintero and co. over at first brings an end to the 4th inning. 3 up, 3 down, just like that. That's 3 innings where that's happened. And it's a current trend for Batavia's defense. It's shutting out Geneva 7-0. They don't want any chance for Geneva to get back in the swing of things. You can't really bank in the swing of things. They haven't gotten anything to swing off of, as it's 7-0 entering the 5th inning when we come back. Message from Go Health New York. Has your child been tested for lead? The only way to know if your child has lead poisoning is to get them tested. All children should be tested at ages 1 and 2. Talk to your healthcare provider or the lead poisoning prevention staff from the Genesee County Health Department at 585-344-2580, extension 5555. About a blood lead test for your child today, or for more information on transportation to get tested. And a message from Mental Health Association. Wellness on the Go, WNGO offers mobile mental health supports through Medicaid managed care plans across Niagara, Genesee, and Orleans counties. For more information or to make a referral, call us at 585-345-0448.
And right now, the Geneva Red Wings are going into a little bit of a pitching change here. New pitcher right now, number 22, Lane Witten, has made 10 appearances with a 1-2 record, with 11.37 ERA, with 12 innings pitched, 16 hits, 17 runs, 16 being earned, 20 walks, and 19 strikeouts.
And a pitching change will bring an end to Hudson's day on the mound for Geneva. Take a quick look at how his day wrapped up. Definitely not how he intended it to go. As Nolan Hudson pitched through 4 innings, allowing 8 hits, 7 runs, 6 of those being earned, 1 batter walked, and only 2 strikeouts across 22 batters faced and 67 total pitches. Leading things off for Batavia will be number 11, excuse me, Evan Brock.
And for the Muckdogs, number 11, Evan Brock.
Evan Brock in the leadoff spot. See the comments. Rumor has it Alex Smith had a day off today, but chose to work for another team. Broadcasters, is this true?
This is 100% true. He could have stayed home, took a rest day, but he's a traitor.
Ball outside, a 1-0 count for Evan Brock, but yes, it is true. Alex Smith chose to enjoy the prosperous life of becoming a PA announcer for the Geneva Red Wings today.
As now we can just...
And DJ, as he would like that noted, as that goes for strike 1 in this count, 1-1.
But all Muckdog fans and interns need to know is that he's now a traitor, so... That's now going to be held on your head.
Dribbled over to the second base bag. The shortstop able to cut off the ball and make a good play at first. Jackson Slater sprinting to the ball, able to cover behind second base. Make the throw on the run for the first out here off the ground out. Brings up first baseman number 16, James Quintero. He's 1 for 2 on the day, a single and a flyout. I mean, he's always been a traitor. He was a traitor to the people of the Elmira Pioneers.
Ooh, now we're going really far back with this one.
So he left there, came to Batavia, and now he's switched to a new red team. I think we'll leave him here off the bus, and that reaches all the way to the netting. Able to shake and bake the camera. But again, I think we'll leave Alex Smith here. Not bring him back home on the team bus. 1-0 count. Driven foul back to the netting. We'll shake the camera again.
Yeah, we'll see if they let you back on that team bus. We'll definitely see, because they can see you. Players can definitely see you right now.
A 1-1 count. Ball 2-1. How's it going, Sean? We'll see if the Muckdogs do go shopping tonight. I already kind of did earlier in this game. That's ball up high, 3-1. That's driven over to right. It's shallow in the grass. Right fielder calls everyone off and able to make the play. So the second out, following the flyout from Quintero, is now number 34, catcher Joey Socorro. He's 2 for 2 on the day. 3 RBI double and a single so far.
Joey Socorro.
Getting passed around the PGCBL. Yes, Alex Smith is. He's collecting all the stones. Each team that's, what now, 3 of 9? Are we saying in the West Division or just the entire thing? How many years do you want to spend in the PGCBL? Because if you do, you could collect from both the West and East. That would be impressive. What jersey is Alex Smith wearing right now?
He's wearing a Cooper Russell jersey, but we might have to take that off later. because he's just now going to be known as the traitor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
They're taking strike one, looking and going down swinging. 0-2 for Socorro. Swing and a miss on one reaching is a strikeout for Socorro and brings an end to the top of the fifth. 3 up, 3 down for Batavia, or Geneva defense. The Batavia batting order, that's the first for them. A good break for Geneva to try to catch their breath as they need it. 5 chances left, but they're down in a big hole, 7-0, and it's still Jack Page out there who's wheeling and dealing, and that might just be an understatement. We'll stay on air for this break as well. We'll pull up the standings in just a moment. So you heard what happened last night. Jamestown, unfortunately, was able to sneak out a last-minute win against the Newark Pilots after the Pilots came back in the top of the ninth. But all that matters, good news, Batavia Muckdogs, they're still sitting at the top of this graphic. 20-6 is their record, and Jamestown not far behind, 27-1. So they're only half a game behind as it stands. The Auburn Doubledays, they are consistently at third, 16-9 record, 3.5 games behind Batavia. And the fourth spot now is a new foe, the Niagara Ironbacks, 13-14-1, 7.5 back. They're tied essentially with the Pioneers, but they have the nod to break up that tie. But as it stands, with the closing end of the regular season, just about under 20 days, it's July 8th. The regular season will end at July 26th for some teams. For us, it's July 25th. So you have about 16 to 17 days, so just over 2 weeks. It's really starting to shape out what it will look like. And right now you have your 3 teams, Batavia, Jamestown, and Auburn, who consistently been up there, no change, except for a few instances. Other than that, it's those 3 teams who essentially, as long as nothing goes haywire, have a strong hold, and the 4th spot
Off the inning for the Red Wings, number 33, Chase Bob.
is constantly up for fight between the 2 teams, or not 2 teams, but I would say the 4 teams, the Ironbacks, Pioneers, Oilers, and Red Wings, all within 2 games of each other. At the bottom of the 5th, so we're halfway through this game. Jack Page still out there on the mound. Deal the first pitch to number 33. Jackson Fogg gets underneath that, sent straight up into the infield grass. Called off by Cooper Russell, able to make the play on the first out. It should be noted that the last 3 innings,
Number 19, Caden Coots.
the last 3 innings for this Batavia defense has been 3 up, 3 down. The only exception was the first inning, where 4 batters were faced, with the lone walk for Jack Page.
Yeah, Page has been really feeling it in this game. He's had a full control of the game as that's a ground over to Vasquez and gets the play for Quintero. Just another first pitch for Page that leads to an out for the Muckdogs.
Tried to go swinging on the first pitch, won't get any success from it. It's Caden Coots on the ground out. It's Austin Dietz up to bat, a strikeout swing in his first plate appearance. Takes on a 2-out situation as he takes strike 1 looking. Right now, Jack Page, 5 strikeouts on the day. Upstairs, a 1-1 count. Take a swing at it, make contact, but if the ball doesn't go forward, it doesn't count. Goes down as strike 2, 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. The 6th strikeout for Jack Page has it once again. 3 up, 3 down. A story as old as time. It continues. 7-0 after the 5th inning. Batavia still in control. By no means is Geneva trying to fight back just yet. They haven't been able to record a hit since the 3rd inning. The lone hit from Noah Company and Co. really struggling to get things going. We'll be back in just a second to start off the 6th inning when we come back.
Hey man, welcome to Whole Life. How you doing?
What is this place?
Oh, don't worry. It's the best gym you can find in the Batavia area. Open free weights at any point, anytime. Don't forget, this gym is open for 24 hours. Don't worry, if you're not even just trying to use weights, you can use calisthenics as well. But again, official gym of your Batavia Muckdogs for a reason.
Where do I sign up?
Don't worry, let me bring you to the front desk. We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
All right, Dewey, what are we thinking here?
Hi, how are you today?
I'm great, how are you?
Good. Are you guys all set?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, what can I start you with to drink?
To drink, can we just get 2 waters, please?
Of course. And then did you decide on your meals?
Yes, we are ready, aren't we, Dewey?
Wonderful. What can I get for you?
Can we start with the Alex's Cut?
Of course. All right.
All right.
What else can I get for you?
Dewey?
Ribs?
Dewey will take Alex's famous baby back pork ribs.
Fantastic.
Try Alex's Ribs at Alex's Place, an official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
A little late start, slapped over to second. Toss, put out over at first. Jalen Roque with a ground out is the first down for the Batavia offense. So a pitching change for Geneva. Number 22. Did have that earlier. Lane Whiting. Yep, Whiting. We saw him. Whiting? I said it yesterday right. Lane Whiting. Whoops. Lane Whiting out there on the mound. Came in just last inning. In relief for Nolan Hudson. It's a 1-1 count for number 22, Kyle Vaughn. He had the 2-run homer in his first plate appearance and a flyout in his second. Swing there, miss. 1-2. A defensive substitution as well over at shortstop. Move number 2, Jackson Slater, in his place number 4, Casey Burcroft. Swing and a miss. Bringing the heat on that. 1, 2, 3. Just heater after heater. And it's 2 outs.
Next up for the Muckdogs,
Second strikeout. For Lane Whiting. And it's number 99, Jacob Vesco, up to bat. Strikeout and a flyout on his first 2 plate appearances. One 0. Gets underneath that. It's going to center. Who's got it? It's the right fielder able to come across for Geneva, Connor McGough, to make the 3rd out. So 3 up, 3 down. Batavia gets a taste of their own medicine here. But just like that, the top of the 6th, In the blink of an eye, it's gone. The bottom of the sixth right around the corner for Geneva, and they really need to break this batting trend that they've got going.
Yeah, back and forth right now. We are just seeing these 1, 2, 3 innings right now. Both teams hitting the balls in play, though. There's not been a lot of strikeouts, but, well, for Geneva there has been, but for Batavia, balls have been in play. Just nothing has been hitting that nice green grass to get some runners in scoring position.
Jack Page will stay out there. Of course, there's no reason to think why he wouldn't be. He's giving the Geneva Red Wings all that they paid for. To answer your question, are they doing jersey auctions this year? Yes, we are. We'll be at the end of the season. That is still on schedule for us, so don't miss the opportunity when we have it all confirmed and ready to go. Jack Page still out there on the mound. Take a quick look at his stats. So far, his day is not going anywhere. 5 innings pitched. This one will be his 6th. Only 1 hit, no runs, 1 batter walked, 6 strikeouts, across 16 batters faced, and only 54 total pitches. It's a big part of having back-to-back-to-back-to-back 3 up, 3 down scenarios.
CJ Orego.
The most amount of batters he's faced in a single inning is 4. CJ Orego trying to find the second hit for Geneva. It's 8-to-1 hit ratio between the two teams. Ball outside. A 1. 1-0, excuse me. Down in the dirt, 2-0. Good chunk of that, but not in play. That ball is for a fan. 2-1. Upstairs, it's now a 3-1 count. The 3-1 rips it to center, and that's a base hit for CJ Orego, finally breaking the trend. Last time there was a hit
Number 17, Noah Company.
for Geneva, it did not last long at all. Noah Company had the first hit for Geneva. That was in the 3rd inning. Leadoff spot, and then was caught stealing at second when he overran the bag. But no outs. It's number 17, Noah Company in the box. Take ball 1, a 1-0 count. That's ripped over to center. It will get down and scooped up over in center field today in exchange for the usual Glenn Brooks. It's Kyle Vaughn, but another base hit against Page. Time called, and Socorro and Page will talk things over after back-to-back hits.
Yeah, this is the first time where Page has given up those back-to-back hits now. So obviously Socorro coming out there, just letting him know the situation, trying to let him calm down a little bit. Doesn't want to rush these next few batters and try to get back into his zone.
Just trying to talk things over with your pitcher. You're right, Jarrett. He knows that he's got some left in the tank.
At the plate for the Red Wings, number 18, Andrew Houseman.
Especially after coming to this inning with only 54 pitches. He's definitely got a little bit more in there to get him through this, and he's trying to make sure that he knows that. No Company was able to get his second hit. Swinging is an 18 extra hitter, Andrew Houseman, with a strikeout in his first plate appearance. 0-1 count for Houseman. Strike two. Punching that in the bottom right. Page fighting back already with an 0-2 count. Check the runner second. Swing and a miss. 1, 2, 3. Sends Houseman back to the dugout. And that's how you get your pitcher and catcher to be on the same page.
Play for the Red Wings, number 4, Casey Burcroft.
Is in for Jackson Slater, who's been substituted out of the game. His position at shortstop is number 4, Casey Burcroft, for his first plate appearance. High inside, ball 1, a 1-0 count.
Burkhoff has played in 6 games. He started in 3 with a .333 batting average, with 9 at bats, only 3 hits, and then only all of them being singles with 2 RBIs.
Drives that to center. Has enough underneath it for Vaughn to locate it and get the out. Toss within the infield. It's no runners going. It's 2 outs.
At the top of the lineup, number 3, Dylan Briggs.
If you couldn't hear from Alex Smith, we're back at the top of the lineup. Guess he can say it a little more clearly than I can there. But top of the lineup, third go-around in the carousel. It's number 3, Dylan Briggs. Back-to-back roundouts on the day so far. We'll take strike 1 looking. Maybe for that jersey auction, I should sign a baseball.
See how much?
I bet that would go for $1 trillion. Everyone loves me. As Alex shakes his head no. Ball 1, 1-1 count.
I think it would get up to $40.
$40 million? I like that. That's good. That's good enough for me.
Gets the job done.
But the 1-1 count. Page will look over at 2. No one covering the bag. Delivers home. Straight 2. A late call. 1-2. One, 2 is driven foul. Heads up, someone's Toyota Corolla. I'm not even sure if there is a Corolla in the parking lot. 1-2 though.
Why Toyota Corolla?
I don't know. First thing that came to mind. And okay.
Yep.
I was
Yeah.
a little hesitant there. It seemed like he went for the swing. He did. Got a confirmation, and that rounds things out for the 6th inning. Still scoreless for Geneva. They got 2 more hits, but that's about it. 7-0. The 7th inning right around the corner. 3 chances left for Geneva as the home team to try to get back in the swing of things when we come back.
In support of the Batavia Muckdogs, we would like to thank these corporate sponsors and community partners. Alex's Place, Allegheny Farm Services, AmeriGroup, Arc of Glow, Ashley Furniture, Batavia Downs, Batavia Foot Care Center, Batavia's Original, Best Choice Heating and Air, Bikers Against Child Abuse, Von Traeger Auctioneer, Bourbon and Burger, Bright Path Kids, Holy Hill Vineyards, Burger King, Casella Waste, Salino Plumbing, Chaplin Valley Equipment, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Crosby's, Daily News, Dave's Ice Cream, Easttown Beverage, Eli Fish Brewing Company, Everdry Waterproofing, Farm Credit East, Burrell Gas, Ficarella's Pizza, Frank's Call Mr. Plumber, Freed Maxick, Genesee Community College, Geico, Local Batavia Office, Genesee County Chamber of Commerce, Genesee Lumber, Genesee Penny Saver, Go Health, Good Life, Graham Corporation, H.B. Hood, Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, J. Leonard McAndrew Funeral Home, Ken Barrett Chevrolet, Leaf Guard, Liberty Pumps, Louis J. Lang and Sons, Massive Testing, Mental Health Association of Genesee and Orleans, Magaveros Automotive, M-Power Agency, Next Era Energy, Northside Deli, New York School for the Blind, Oak Orchard Health, Oakwood Hills, Oaka Milk Products, Olacy's, Overhead Door, PNCG, Pellegrino Auto Sales, RFG Associates, Skyworks, Stan's Harley Davidson, Stop DWI, Suburban Propane, TF Browns, Tompkins Bank of Castile, Tonawanda Valley Federal Credit Union, Toyota of Batavia, Trevor R. Rowley State Farm, Tri-County Auto Glass, Tully's, United Memorial Medical Center, UR Wilmot Cancer Institute, WBTA, Wright Beverage, and the YMCA. Thank you for your continued support of the Batavia Muckdogs.
All you missed was strike one for the top of the seventh for Batavia. Up to the batter's box is Braden Redmond. Swing on pitch to 0-2. And through this game, it's 7-0 for Batavia. 8 to 3 hits, no errors recorded. High inside, ball one. So far, this game is going against the tail that has been the last two games of two nail biters as Redmond gets a good chunk of that to right, but not enough. The right fielder only taking a few steps to locate the ball and get the out. Connor McGough.
Next up for Batavia, number 4, Jaden Vasquez.
Now up, number 4, Jaden Vasquez. We'll take strike one looking and a 1 count. Right back to the pitcher, right into the glove, should I say, and an underhand toss from Whiting gets the out.
Wow, that's always the most scariest feeling as a pitcher right there, seeing a ball just lining straight back at you. But what a reaction time by Whiting to come in and make that play.
Back to the top of the lineup for Batavia. Fourth go-around in the batting order. It's Cooper Russell up to bat. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a hit by pitch, 2 flyouts. We'll take strike one looking as well. 0-1. We'll foul that off to left. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is off the catcher's glove. 1-2. Lines that to left. It's deep at the wall. Gone! Another one. Ring it up. Cooper Russell, a home run. Snaps his day and gets it right back into place and extends the lead for Batavia. 8-0. Add one more for Style.
had the height and the speed to get the job done. Second home run for the Muckdogs, and the first one for Cooper Russell.
Next up for Batavia, number 2, Jackson Inman.
A 1-2 count. Cooper Russell gets every bit of that one as well. And just went to the opposite side, deep to left. You could see the left fielder I was backing up, and by the looks of it, he had no room to get to that ball, and for good reason. It was over it. A home run for Cooper Russell extends the lead 8-0 here in the top of the 7th. Number 2, third baseman Jackson Inman up to bat. Up high and a 1-1 count. Ball 2. Gets underneath that. It's going to left in foul play now. Or no! Wow.
And that ball landed. No, they're calling it foul. Looked like it landed in fair.
That was fair as day.
Yeah, it looked like it landed definitely in fair territory right there.
Plain as day. That was what I was going for, but that was just. I'm in disbelief.
You know, you got the sun right here. You got the sun. You know, you could probably see it.
Yeah, but that's at the grass. You're looking at the grass.
We're talking about the umpire here. We're not.
I know, but you should be looking at the grass for him. That sun really shouldn't have mattered.
I don't know, man. It's really affecting me.
2-2. That one's foul, as that's over by the side street, but that one, that's going down for one of the worst calls I've seen. I can't believe that call. Pops this up, almost a replica over to left, and caught by the left fielder for the third out. So the top of the 7th, one more for Batavia, 8-0. Right now, Geneva, third to last chance to get this game back in gear. We'll see if they do so when we come back in just a few moments. Bottom of the 7th underway. a pitching change for Batavia. Will bring an end to Jack Page's successful day. I don't know why I was making that way harder than it had to be, but I guess making things plural is not my forte. But in his replacement is Jackson Reed out there on the mound. Again, up to bat, number 38, Connor McGough. Go through each player's stats. We'll go with how Page's day came to an end. Jack Page serving 6 innings, 3 hits allowed, no runs, 1 batter walked, and 8 strikeouts. 2 of those looking across 21 batters faced and 71 total pitches. It goes for inside over the plate, 2-1 count. And again, in his place, Jackson Reed. Let me go through his stats right now, Jarrett.
Jackson Reed, a.k.a. Jackson Anaconda Reed, has had 4 appearances. He's got a loss to his name, 27 ERA with 2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 7 runs, all 7 being earned, 8 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Players love that nickname. That's why we said it.
Two count following the foul ball. Swing and a miss, and a strikeout for Reed. First batter faced. He gets it done. 1 out. Brings up number 34, Michael Uchi.
Number 34, Michael Uchi.
Uchi gets a hold of that. Gets it down in center field and a base hit for Michael Uchi. Brings up number 33, Chase Fogg, who's 0 for 2 on the day, strikeout looking, and a flyout.
Chase Fogg.
Chase Fogg, again, 0 for 2 on the day, but if we look back to yesterday, there's a big reason why Geneva was able to claw back into that matchup with a 2-run homer in his last plate appearance. Up high for ball 1, 1-0. On the day then, he was 2 for 2, a walk, a single, hit by pitch, and again, the 2-run homer. No count, moves to 2-0. It's outside. It's Chase Fogg still in search of his first hit. Deal from Reed. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Time called. Fogg reapplies the gloves. We're ready. Reed deals and punches it in the bottom right for strike 2. 2-2 count. Reapplying the gloves to get cooking. We'll see if that plays in Fogg's favor. A 2-2 count. Reed set. Delivers and fouled off. Down low and gets by Socorro. A bad bounce in between the legs. A little bit of nutmeg there. Well, you never heard of a soccer term, Alex? Nutmeg?
Yeah, the World Cup's going on, man. Gotta whip out the soccer terms, too.
Full count payoff. Down in the dirt, reaches the backstop. Off the bounce. Will shake the camera. Now runners on the corner situation for Geneva.
At the plate for the Red Wings, number 19, Caden Coots.
Who's going to win the home run derby this year? Contreras.
You're only saying that because you're a Red Sox.
No, because he will win it. I'm calling it right now. So, following the walk from Chase Fogg brings up number 19, catcher Caden Coots. And then again, a little discussion between Reed and Socorro. That's outside. Ball one. Runner going two. The throw from Socorro. Just a slightly too high to get the tag down in time. Go for ball two. And Fogg safe at second. Inside. Sneak by Socorro, but not far. Won't leave the circle around home plate. No runner going. And it's a 3-0 count.
As Socorro is walking back out to talk to Reed again. Right now, he's just trying to get back into that momentum that he was in at the start. Now with runners in scoring position, starting to struggle to try to get that pitch to either get that strike or for a ball to be in play for his teammates.
Just trying to avoid setting up a loaded bases situation for Geneva. Austin Dietz on deck. He struck out twice. The first batter faced for Page was Connor McGough, which he did strike out, but since then the single and walk. Stolen base, again, has two runners in scoring position with a 3-0 count for Coots. And that's ball four down in the dirt, blocked down by Socorro, and bases are loaded for Geneva. It's Coach Grant coming out to the mound with time called.
Yep, right now there's not really anybody warming up in the bullpen yet, so this is definitely just a calm your pitcher down kind of situation for Coach Grant. As you got bases loaded, one out. One thing to mention, Geneva Red Wings are first in the league in terms of hitting into double plays. So that is something that if you're Grant, you might be trying to discuss to maybe focus on with bases loaded and one out.
Right now, though, you have to break your trend. Dietz seeing a 4-0 count. I think we'll take a few pitches here and there if possible, just to try to sit back and hope he could get the same results. Following a little bender of a stretch for Reed with back-to-back walks. Doesn't need a hit. Would be preferable for him, but a walk would suffice as well to get the first run on the board for Geneva. Again, that's going against the wishes of the Muckdogs. Reed trying to find his second strikeout. Foul off the first pitch. Saw it and he liked it. Took a crack at it, but not enough. An 0-1 count.
Yeah, usually after that, like you mentioned, that 4-0 count, you're usually looking to take that first pitch. But you must have really liked that pitch, but he missed his opportunity right there in that moment.
We'll see if he sits on the second. Strike 2, punched in the bottom right corner of the zone. And quickly, a storyline that is now flipped. For Dietz, he's getting the short end of the stick. He's now way behind in the count, 0-2. Outside, ball 1. So that's dribbled off a hop to second. Play it 2 in time. Play it 1. The throw is way too high. All the way to the dugout. 1 runner coming in. The toss back to second. Gets the runner who tried to advance, but the 2 runners will count as well. So after all that, 8-2 is your score. 1 coming in off the hit. The fielder's choice got the put out at second. A lot to unpack there, but gets the put out at second. Which then the throw to try to get the double play, which you talked about, Jarrett. Most common for Geneva to get hitting into double plays. Almost looked like it there. The throw, though, from Vasquez too high, reaching all the way to the foul territory fencing by the dugout for Geneva. Quintero locates it, able to get it back to second. As Dietz tried to run and advance to second, but a little too slow reacting. Caught halfway to the base, was tagged out, but the 2 runners do score. They will count. It's 8-2 after the entirety of the 7th comes and goes. 2 more innings remaining. Batavia trying to regrow that lead when we come back. Eighth inning, we have a pitching change for Geneva. Out of the mound is Whiting, and in his spot is number 1, Christopher Gonzalo. Gonzalo, right now, to our knowledge, has no pitching stats, but comes in with hitting stats. Was in the roster a night ago at shortstop. Fortunately went 0 for 4 for hitting, but he takes on the mound late in this game. His first batter faced will be Evan Brock. Take strike 1 looking, 0-1 count. But for Lane Whiting, it pitched over 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, that being an earned run. No batters walked and 2 strikeouts across 10 batters faced and 34 total pitches. Ball 1, a 1-1 count. Fouled off to the camera. 1-2. Down to the dirt, moves count 2-2.
Right now we are seeing some action over in the Batavia Muckdogs bullpen. That person being number 77, Walter Garrett.
That's a little close for comfort. So it moves it to a full count. But you are Ryan Walter Garrett out there warming up. Maybe will serve to close this game. And that is ball 4 all the way to the backstop. So a walk for Evan Brock puts him on first base and brings the first baseman, number 16, James Quintero.
As you guys might have heard, our assistant manager, Alex Smith, might have completely botched the James Quintero name.
It goes for strike 1 in this count. Up high, ball 1. And a hit by pitch off the arm of Quintero. Puts 2 runners on. Essentially the same format, but slightly different. A walk and a hit by pitch. Brings number 34 catcher Joey Socorro up to the plate.
Next up for the Muckdogs, number 34, Joey Socorro.
Strike 1 looking for Socorro. Socorro on the day. 2 of 3, 3 RBI double, and a single and a strikeout swinging. Sends that over to the gap. The shortstop, though, can't hang on. Going home is Brock. And he's cleared that. The catcher able to stay in front of a wild throw to the plate. No more damage done except for the fact that it's an RBI single from Socorro. His great day continues. He's now 3 of 4. Fortunately, though, for Geneva, Casey Burcroft going to get the glove down far enough. Sneaks right by him, leaks out to left field. A big reason there for the hit and score for Batavia. That's now 9-2. They quickly respond with a run of their own, and it's number 24, Jalen Roke, up to the plate. Ball outside, a 1-0 count. Again, no outs, 2 on. It's Quintero at 2, and at first Socorro. A 1-1 count now. Outside, pushes the count 2-1. Texas sauce or Mac sauce, I've never had either.
Me neither.
So I could not tell you that. I like buffalo sauce.
Yeah, is that what?
Buffalo sauce, hot sauce, any of that, if that's an option. Gets underneath. His Roke gets foul territory is in play. Yes. The third baseman for Geneva on the catch and snag for the first out, CJ Orego. One out brings number 22, Kyle Vaughn, up to the plate.
At the plate for the Muckdogs, number 22, Kyle Vaughn.
Kyle Vaughn had the first home run in this game, a 2-run homer, followed by a flyout and a strikeout. Runners going. The throw to 3. Not in time. Quintero beating the throw and tag by mere seconds, or nanoseconds, should I say. That one close as ever, but everyone gets a free base, second and third now for Batavia.
All right, now we got part 2 of the question. Are you a blue cheese or a ranch guy?
None. I like the buffalo wings as is.
I'm a ranch guy there.
Swing and miss for the second pitch, 0-2 for Vaughn. You know, I just prefer, like, if you gave me a plate of buffalo wings, I'm eating it just buffalo.
So
you don't
there's,
need
like,
you
either,
don't
like-
need to ruin it. It's buffalo sauce for a reason. 0-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again.
So even if you had like barbecue wings, you wouldn't put any like
I don't like barbecue wings.
honey mustard wings.
I don't mustard.
Honey
Oh,
mustard.
no, they're gross too. Buffalo wings. It's the only option. If you're from upstate New York, you should only have buffalo wings. That's ball outside. 1-2.
But you're an also upstate New York person that should like blue cheese.
What?
You know, blue cheese. You know, something that's also a very buffalo kind of thing.
Ooh, and that's a pass ball all the way to the backstop. Quintero scores easily. And everyone else will advance. By everyone, I mean Socorro now on third. But another run brought in. Batavia fully answers the call. 2 more of their own here in the top of the 8th. 10-2. 1 out, a 2-2 count for Kyle Vaughn. But yeah, no, I'm just going to eat buffalo wings. I have a record at a restaurant
wings.
for just eating buffalo wings for a reason. You have more room in your stomach to eat wings. Swing and a miss on a pitch too high. Strikes out Kyle Vaughn. Brings up number 21, Matt Marsh. Is a pinch hitter for Jacob Vesco.
Matt Marsh.
The big maple.
Yep, you do remember the nickname. As he's still also looking for his first base hit in league play, hoping to get it right here.
Too high. 1-0 count. Again, Matt Marsh coming in for number 99, Jacob Vesco. Ball 2. But a quick 3-0 count for Matt Marsh. Jamestown Skunks got a walk-off. Yes, they did, unfortunately. Get that play that helped them score. An impressive comeback from the Pilots as Matt Marsh has walked to first base. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Brings number 17, Braden I, up to bat in substitution for Braden Redmond. Looks like the head coach of Geneva coming out to talk with Gonzalo, and this should retire his night, and it does. So Gonzalo coming in to relief lane, waiting. His day now comes to an end as another pitcher for Geneva will relieve his day.
And that being Ben Buxton, number 31, another pitcher that is making his debut on the mound. He's got hitting stats, but this will be his first day on the mound.
Well, it clearly seems right now that today for Geneva is a bullpen day. They're putting out some of their positional guys out there on the mound, trying to save arms. It's Ben Buxton. He was playing last night. He hit very well, 3 of 4. That would make it
31,
an
Ben
actual hitting score, but 3 of 4, 2 singles, a double, and a lone strikeout looking for Buxton. But that's 2 positional players that have not had any stat tracking pitching that have now come out for Geneva. The scenario is 2 outs and 2 runners on the corners for Batavia, with Braden I coming in for Braden Redmond. Over for how Gonzalo's day came to an end. Just a moment. Gonzalo's day on the mound, he served only 2/3 innings pitched, allowing 1 hit, 2 runs, both of those being earned, 2 batters walked, 1 strikeout across 6 batters faced, and 25 total pitches. And on top of that, we'll also look at how the rest of the league is doing today. Mainly focus on the West Division here. If our game, of course, Niagara Falls Americans taking on the Ironbacks in Niagara.
Number 17, Braden I.
The Ironbacks leading 3-0 in the bottom of the 7th. For the matchup for the Auburn Double Days and the Pilots surprisingly leading 8-7 in the top of the 7th. So the Pilots continuing their streak of trying to pull off an upset. We'll see if they can pull through here to the end. But in the bottom of the 7th is the Elmira Pioneers against the Olean Oilers. The Pioneers leading 3-2.
So we also just had another substitution. So for pinch running at first, Matt Marsh is now out. Brian Johnson is now in. And then pinch hitting is Braden I. He's played in 15 games, started in 12.
So he sends the first pitch to left. A little too much underneath it. Is the left fielder for Geneva able to crash in on it? Dylan Briggs for the 3rd and final out. So not much for you to say now, Jarrett, as the top of the 8th comes to a conclusion. 10-2 is your score. 2 more chances for Geneva. And they need hitting desperately, as right now for their bullpen, it's a deep bullpen game as they're trying to save some arms and bring in some positional players for their first opportunity. But we'll stay on air as well for this one, as Jackson Reed coming back out there on the mound. The only one warming up is Walter Garrett, so we might see him the next inning or this one. Not too sure. Couldn't tell you when. But we'll definitely see Walter Garrett at some point this game, given how long he's been warming up.
And also for the substitution now, because also Jake Vesco was pinch hit for Matt Marsh. Brian Johnson is now over in right field for Jacob Vesco.
Again, we're at the bottom of the 8th. 10-2 is your score. Batavia is just trying to wrap things up here. It's all game. It's been Muckdogs' way. Able to make plays on defense. Pitching from Jack Page definitely helps there too, with 4 innings straight of 3 up, 3 down. It's going to make the defense pretty easy to handle with. And for offense, they've been hitting well. 10 hits, 2 of those being home runs. And it's just been, again, quite literally Muckdogs' way all game. There's nothing short of that to say. Jarrett, you got any other ideas?
No, this is all, again, it's all Muckdogs' way right now. Like you keep mentioning, they've obviously got just such a strong start with those 5 runs in the first inning, which has now led to them just keeping the absolute lead that they've had. And we also, like we mentioned, have to give credit to Jack Page for his pitching performance.
Red Wings, number 6, CJ Orego.
Leading things off for Geneva here in the bottom of the 8th is CJ Orego. But a fresh count for Orego. He's 1 for 2 on the day. That one will test Orego's agility. That's the duck down underneath that. Ball 1. Will swing on the second pitch, driving out over to center field. Kyle Vaughn on the run and hangs on to it for the out. Good play from Vaughn. Able to sprint all the way over there and gets it done. So a fly out for Orrego. 1 out brings number 17, Noah Company. He's 2 for 2 on the day, 2 singles. Reed deals outside, down low, ball 1, a 1-0 count. Pepperoni pizza, Hawaiian pizza, or pizza with white sauce. Never had 2 of those options. I think it's pretty clear which options I haven't had given my taste in food that you've heard so far in the season. That's down low, ball 2. Yeah, pepperoni pizza, definitely. I don't think pineapple belongs on pizza. I love pineapple, but I don't think...
I've had it. It's not as good as what people say.
I don't think it's good as people say to begin with. And then pizza with white sauce,
Alfredo, right? Alfredo sauce? I think that's probably what he means.
I mean, I've heard white sauce. I'm not exactly sure what white sauce is in pizza terms. But a 2-1 count. Underneath that, it's driven to left. But way too long of hang time for the second out. A fly out, courtesy of Evan Brock, able to find that over and left. Brings 2 outs. Number 18 extra hitter, Andrew Hausman. Or, excuse me, new hitter, pinch hitter for Hausman is number 16, Quinn Mahoney. Up to the plate.
Mahoney has played in 11 games. He's starting 11 with a .313 batting average. 32 at-bats, 10 of them being hits, 3 doubles, a home run, and 5 RBIs.
1-0 count for Mahoney. Ball down low, 2-0. Can't spot the third pitch within the zone. It's ball 3. I don't know. In terms of food, I think I just have some of the most unique and terrible takes, as I've been told.
Some of them have shocked me this season. There's some.
Strike 1 in the bottom right. White sauce is like creamy garlic Parmesan sauce. Ball 4 down low and a walk for Mahoney. Puts him on first base.
Next up for the Red Wings, number 4, Casey Burcroft.
And now up is number 4, Casey Burcroft. So we have a little exchange over at the first base coach. Not exactly sure what happened there, but that was the main reason for the pause. Not sure if he ran out without a helmet and didn't realize it. Or no, a little bathroom break. As specified from Alex Smith. So, gotta go, you gotta go. Ball 1. For Casey Burcroft. He drives that over to left. Will it find the gap? It will. Down in the outfield grass. Picked up by Vaughn. Slinging over to short. And held up at third and second are the runners. So a double for Burcroft.
At the top of the lineup for your Red Wings, number 3, Dylan Briggs.
It's number 3, Dylan Briggs, top of the lineup, fourth go-around for Geneva. He's got 2 outs and 2 in scoring position. First pitch is ball 1 down low. Again, too low the zone, 2-0. Three-0 count now for Briggs. A 3-0, Reed punching it in. Off some heat. It's now 3-1. Ball 4 with a walk for Briggs. Will load the bases for Geneva.
At the plate for the Red Wings, number 38, Connor McGo.
Up to bat is 38, Connor McGo. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Scorer will talk things over with Reed. Just trying to get out of things. Not let Geneva willingly back into this game. A little discussion. It's all coming up to an end. 2 outs. Bases loaded for Connor McGo. Wasn't had a hit yet today. 0-for-2, a walk, fly out, and a strikeout swinging. First pitch he sees is inside for ball 1. One now. The 1-1, it's driven to shallow right, and Cooper Russell backing up to the outfield grass makes the third and final out and brings a long 8th inning to an end. 10-2 is your score. No more damage done. Geneva held scoreless, and one more inning left to go. Ninth inning right around the corner. 10-2. We'll stay on air for this one as well. And Jerry, I'll let you have the floor here on what's been going on in this game.
Yeah, right now it's just been an absolutely dominant performance by the Batavia Muckdogs. Everything has just been going their way, and obviously they have attacked them from what happened yesterday. They have an absolutely chance right now to basically sweep against the Geneva Red Wings. Right now they just obviously have to finish the job, as it's a 10-2 game. We could possibly also see Walter Garrett in the bottom of the ninth if the situation happens, but for right now, it's just time for the Batavia Muckdogs to maybe finish the business tonight and obviously sweep the series.
Right now, they'll be out there hitting. The top of the ninth, Ben Buxton still out there on the mound. He'll close things up for Geneva. Again, 10-2 is your score with a bullpen game for Geneva. It seems like
At the plate for the Muckdogs, number 4,
all Batavia needs to get done is mainly focus swinging the bats, getting a few more runs in, and coming the game to a conclusion by dealing Geneva home. A 1-1 count. One, two now. Again, up to bat. It's Jaden Vasquez. He'll swing, makes connection over to third. Third baseman struggling to handle it. And that goes down an error against Geneva, E5. Couldn't bring it in. A little too hot to handle. Vasquez will be able to reach first. One runner on for Batavia.
Number 1, Cooper Russell.
Pickoff attempt over at first. No chance at a tag. Another pickoff attempt from the catcher is dealt strike one to number 1, Cooper Russell. The second home run of the game for Batavia. A solo home run. His lone hit on the day. Hit by a pitch, 2 flouts, and again, the home run in his last plate appearance. That's driven between the gap over at second, all the way out to the right field. Cooper Russell held up at first. Vasquez held up at third. Runners on the corners. Can tell you now during this broadcast, the camera definitely has been leaking downwards every time that the netting gets hit.
Next up for the Muckdogs, number 2.
I mean, when you're working with a webcam, I can't really expect too much.
Just that DUI experience. Or D.
Where are you going with a DUI?
No, what I forgot what it was called. I forgot what it was called. No. DYI?
DYI or D. No, geez, do it yourself. DIY. Yeah, DUI is something that is not at all applicable. Ball 1. Again, Jackson Inman. Up to the plate. Cooper Russell going. It's slapped to the gap at second. Play at first in time. 1 out. But 1 run comes in. 11-2 is your score.
out number 11, Evan.
Jackson Inman is out on the fielder's choice. Evan Brock up to bat. Cooper Russell left at second. Takes strike one looking. Geez, Geneva had a pitcher last year named Cameron Van Duzer that weighed 337 pounds. According to a comment. That's what I'm going off, Alex.
Oh, we're going to find this. Don't worry. We'll find this.
Ball outside, 2-1. Apparently he's in Elmira. 2-1. Driven foul for Brock. It's a 2-2 count now.
Yeah, I'm fact checking this. I'm figuring this out. Yeah, Cam Van Duzer. Made 9 appearances.
Runner going. Swing and a miss for Evan Brock. A strikeout. So 2 outs. Is Cooper Russell able to advance to third?
At the plate, number 16, James Quintero.
Now up is the cleanup man in the batting order. First base, 16, James Quintero. 2 outs, Cooper Russell at third. 1 run already scored for Batavia. It's 11-2 now. Ball outside. Ball 2. And now ball 3, like that. 3-0 count for Quintero. Is now ball 4 for Quintero on runners on the corners for Batavia. Leads number 34 catcher Joey Sikora up to the plate. He's 3 of 4 on the day, a double, 2 singles with 1 strikeout. He's totaled 4 RBIs so far as well. It's ball 1, 1-0. That's dribbled over to short. Snagged by the shortstop and gets the put out at second. 3 outs now for the top of the 9th. 1 run scored for Batavia. It's 11-2. And the last and final chance for Geneva. They're in quite a hole. We'll see if they can pull out any late game magic when we come back in just a second. New pitcher out there on the mound for Batavia. It's Walter Garrett coming in to relieve Jackson Reed. We'll look at Jackson Reed's day in just a second. We'll get his stats up, and here we go. For Jackson Reed, 2 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, 2 runs, both of those being earned, 4 batters walked, and 1 strikeout across 11 batters faced, and 41 total pitches. Walter Garrett coming in to relieve him and close up today's game. As Batavia is up 11-2 in a dominant performance, a rare one, should I say, against the Geneva Red Wings so far in the season has given them quite some trouble in their handful of matchups.
Walter Garrett has played in 7 games with a 1-2 record with a 21 ERA, 9 innings pitched, 14 hits, 24 runs, 21 being earned, 16 walks, and 8 strikeouts.
Leading things off is a pinch hitter for Geneva, number 20, CJ Tamura. Strike 1. And an 0-1 count. Oh, 2. And has him looking. Send him back to the dugout. Staring down strike 3 with no bet. Moving off the shoulders. 1 out for Batavia.
Coming into the game for the Red Wings, number 30, Lucas Marsh.
Another pinch hitter, number 30, Lucas Marsh. For Geneva, he's got 1 out and no one on. Marsh on the season, batting average of 190 across 21 plate appearances with 1 run, 4 hits, one of those being a double, 1 RBI, and 5 total bases. So a 1-0 count for Marsh. Garrett deals strike 1 for this count, pushes it to 1-1. Answer your question, Sean. I don't believe that fan is here. Swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. This pitch that got out of Garrett's hand a little too early. Up high and out of the glove. Socorro. Way to the backstop, though. 2-2. Garrett on the delivery. Contact from Marsh. It's going foul, though. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss off the 2-2 count. Back-to-back strikeouts for Walter Garrett. And 1 more to go to ring this game up in the history books. Batavia looking for another win. If they do so, given the odds, it would move to 21-6, and Geneva would fall to 10-16. First pitch outside, ball 1. Up to bat number 19, Caden Coots. Swing and a miss. 1-1. We'll find the zone. 2-1. Garrett on the delivery. Woof. Called the ball 3. 3-1. The 3-1. Ball outside and a walk for Coots. We'll put him over at first base for Geneva. Brings up number 10, Austin Dietz.
At the plate for the Red Wings, number 10, Boomer Dietz.
Dribbles that foul. All 1 count for Dietz. Garrett set, delivers. Swing and a miss. It's now 0-2. Garrett, one more pitch, one more strike from the third and final out of this game. Delivery. Dribbled over to first, scooped up by Quintero, unassisted, out 27, finally has been reached, and with it on the scoreboard, Batavia takes home the win 11-2 in today's matchup against the Geneva Red Wings. Batavia Muckdogs move to a record of 21-6. Geneva Red Wings fall down to 10-16 in their fight for the 4 seed late in the season. But again, final score 11-2. Jarrett, take me through what you saw in today's matchup.
It was just dominance in the whole game. It all started with that 5-run first-run inning for the Muckdogs. And then the Muckdogs were just able to carry it throughout the whole game. Jack Page had an absolutely unbelievable pitching performance, having constant 6 straight innings with zeros. And then the bottom of the 7th was when Geneva started to get some runs, but at that point, there was no time to be able to come back, as the Batavia Muckdogs have now swept the series against the Geneva Red Wings, as this was the last time that these two meet in a game.
Again, 6 runs that started this game within the first 2 innings. It looked like Batavia was copying their story. They did exactly that. Geneva wasn't able to do the same and pull off a late game rumble to pull back within this game. It's held up 11-2. A good fight between the two teams, as you mentioned, Jarrett. The last time that they will meet, 3 games for Batavia, none for Geneva in their matchups so far in this season, and this is how will end a blunder and a good, strong win for the Muckdogs. They move to 21-6, and again, the Red Wings fall to 10-16. Before we sign off, we'll take you through the upcoming schedule. Again, tomorrow against the Niagara Falls Americans at home at 6:30. Then on the road against Jamestown, and the last of their 3 matchups to round out those games will be over the next week as well, but again, away at Jamestown at 6:30. Then for your weekend, at home against the Elmira Pioneers and another long-anticipated matchup, their 4th of the season. Again, the last time going to Canada against the Ironbacks. A unique time slot, 1 o'clock. Reminder, Sunday against the Ironbacks, away, 1 o'clock start time. Then for the following week, Monday against Jamestown, Tuesday against the Americans, and Wednesday against Jamestown, away. That rounds out your next week's worth of schedule. Again, final score 11-2. Muckdogs taking home the win. Thank you for joining our broadcast. My name is Ben Grayson Natali. Alongside me, color commentator Jared Campbell. Everyone, have a good night.